Howdy folks, today is Sunday, which means that we have our weekly MTGO tournament over on the Value Vintage Discord server. Today, in this tournament, I am signing up with a bit of a brew, something that I've been working on, trying to figure out for a little while now, and that is going to be mono-white energy, mono-white warp. I've been calling it the collection because it uses this card, Cat Collector, which is essentially a 3-mana Ocelot Pride, which I don't know if you've ever met, but pairs very well with the card Guide of Souls. So what is this deck and what is it trying to do? Ultimately, this is like a life gain based mid-range deck that's looking to just grind and outvalue the opponent and like move into the long game. So we are looking to play Guide of Souls and Case of the Uneaten Feast to really supplement the life total here. We have a ton of like things that put creatures into play. So these life gain effects will be triggering several times a turn, every turn, ideally. And the thing about these two is that they're very good turn 1 plays, and they also pivot into like very good later game engines as well. So Guide of Souls turns like all your dudes into flying attackers over time, and Case of the Uneaten Feast, once you turn it on, can help you recover from a board wipe, or just give you like a ton of value by recycling things that have been like picked off by removal or discard spells, or it lets you like trade them in combat as well, knowing you can get them back. So these 3 cards are like the main core of the deck. The Cat Collector is basically just a token engine that provides like a ton of boots on the ground every turn. This version of the deck is supplementing these 3 cards with the Airbender Ascension. So this is an enchantment that can either act as a removal spell or just generate some additional value. With all of the creatures that will be entering, we have really no trouble turning this on, and it also provides yet another like late game engine effect by letting us blink any of our dudes. So what are some of the best cards to blink in this sort of deck? Well, we have the Warp mechanic, which lets you play a creature for cheap, and if you can blink it by the end step when the Warp trigger goes on the stack, you just get the creature back instead of sending it away to space. So we are playing Night Luminary, which is just a good body that makes a token. Starfield Shepherd, another just very strong body that also gives us access to a little bit of a toolbox in the deck. And then Halia, which provides another source of life gain, as well as a little bit more like actual tangible card draw. For Starfield Shepherd, we are dipping over here into Judge's Familiar, which I don't ever like anticipate that we will grab this with a Starfield Shepherd, but it is an option. This is just to help like not die to combo decks in the early turns. Stuff like High Tide and Creative Technique are slightly dampered by this card, so we're playing the full 4 of them. We've got Curious Farm Animals as a like a naturalize effect. I don't know if this gain 3 life ability is going to like ever be relevant, but having access to main deck artifact destruction, I think is going to be pretty good. We're playing Speak of the Heavens. This is just another like win condition. If we need to wrap up a game quickly, we can go grab this and start making angels with it, and their beatdown will help move towards the end of the game a little bit quicker than just attacking with 1/1s. Kami of False Hope. This is really good at like turning off some decks. It's certainly not as good as it used to be in the format, with how many people are trying to like avoid the combat step as their win condition. So this card's definitely like lost some spirit over the years, but I think it's still good and reasonable, especially in a toolbox, to be able to just get a free turn, essentially. And then last, we're playing Tragic Poet. This is basically just a means to like go back and forth with Case of Uneaten Feast. So once the case is turned on, you can sacrifice it to like get back like 2 or 3 dudes, and then Tragic Poet lets you get the case back, and then the case can get the Tragic Poet back, and that can just loop over and over as long as you can keep solving the case. I used to do this with Lurrus, but Lurrus is getting quite expensive, and I don't really think it has like... the card doesn't really have the space in the deck anymore, so I'm trying without Lurrus in this build. After that, we just have a little bit of interaction. Static Prisons, just because we have the Guide of Souls to power them. This is one of the strongest removal spells in the format. 1 mana, just deal with anything. And then Unwanted Remake. I would prefer that this would be a Swords to Plowshares or even a Path to Exile, but budgetary constraints dictated that we had to go with our third best option. So that is why we are playing this card instead of either of the good ones. In the sideboard, I have a couple more Curious Farm Animals. I don't expect to go up against anything where this card is good and general creature removal isn't as good. So like, the only card that I really expect to bring this in against is Affinity. There could be like some other more niche matchups where this card is applicable, and something that is like a wipe for artifacts and enchantments would probably be better, but I don't think that the decks that need the board wipe are going to be seen enough to warrant playing those cards. So we're just playing a couple more of those, a couple more Unwanted Remakes as well, just to like shift our numbers a little bit and help not die in the first 2 turns of the game. We have Suppression Field. This card is for Nadu. It is for Nadu. I'm sure there are other matchups where it's good, but it's for cycling as well. I'm sure there are other matchups than just those 2, but honestly, just those 2 is enough to play 3 of this card. And like, I don't activate that many abilities, so this is more or less one-sided and free. Like, this doesn't really hurt me at all. To Thalia, just because people like to play High Tide. I'm sure this is also probably okay in like a blue-white control matchup, maybe. I don't know. We'll see how good this card is. I don't actually anticipate bringing it in very much, just because like, it's not as impactful as it used to be as a card. It's better to have access to it than not. White Orchid Phantom is for Post. Yeah, not much else to say with this one. Like, Post, I imagine, is a tremendously bad matchup, so having like this in the Field of Ruins is like a fine way to combat it, I think. I don't believe that that's a truly winnable matchup, but may as well have the tools to fight it. And then just some Soul Guide Lanterns in case we run into anyone trying to like graveyard combo us. I probably won't be bringing these in for like graveyard value decks, if there are any, because the main deck plan can grind well enough that I don't think it's necessary. But that is our deck for the day, so let's go ahead and run it through our matches and see how it goes. Okay, starting off today with our Enter the Battlefield Trigger Simulator. This hand has not enough lands in it. This hand also has not enough lands in it. This hand is just right. Alright, so we will throw a Tragic Poet. Ooh, Starfield Shepherd, or... So I would like to, on 3, do this, which means I do nothing turn 1 and throw away Judge's Familiar, then use this for a basic. That's fine, I guess. I don't know what this person's playing, so if we get punished by a combo deck, that's just what happens. Copperline Gorge, alright, no. No punish. Ignoble, that's fine. Unwanted Remake, okay. So we can kill anything they play this turn. They go Swamp into Deep Cavern Bat. I will just kill that. They get to look at my hand, and they get a manifest as well. Oh, the Inquisition me, that's horrific, okay. So maybe they take Airbender Ascension. They do. Alright, well that's a shame. We're on the mulligan to 4. We draw the planes anyway, so we didn't even need to throw away Judge's Familiar. I still think I'm going to warp this, and what do we get? Maybe like a Guide of Souls? I'll go Guide of Souls. Shepherd goes away. They Inquisition me again. Okay, that's fine. They take the Guide of Souls, which is, I guess, okay. We're down like 3.5 cards. Then they turn up a Glissa, which is probably just going to beat me to death. This is not going well for the home team. If we do end up drawing like a second Airbender, that's probably the best case scenario. But I mean, anything that isn't a land that we draw is ultimately just kind of fine. Alright, Knight. So we could warp both of these. And I think we will. So Plains, Halia, Knight. And then we get to draw a card. And we'll put those guys on layaway. Another Ignoble. Attack for 5. Wow. Yeah, I'll go to 14, I suppose. And what, you draw a card? They Inquisition my plans. They hit all 4 Inquisitions this game. Crazy. Okay, what are we doing? I suppose we'll just play Halia. And if she dies, then she dies. I'll play Kami as well. And just pass. Witherbloom Charm to kill my... Sure. I could probably get that back at some point. What is this? 3 mana Grist. Okay, so Holly is dying. No, she's not. Excellent. Okay. I will put my token in front, just because I don't want to keep taking 5. Guide of Souls. Okay. I think we still just Luminary. Like, God of Souls into that would have been nice, but then we're just playing Guide of Souls and leaving out mana. And that doesn't really do anything. I would rather this do something. I probably should have attacked there, but they're just going to block with this. And if they have Fatal Push, then I'm not in a good spot. I would rather not revolt them if I can help it. Terminate Halia, okay. We don't get any more cards. They attack. I think I'll block again. Because I would rather not they draw cards as well. Like, they're already getting a little bit of value off this Grist every turn. That's a Plains, which means Starfield Shepherd can come down. And we will look for Speak of the Heavens? Maybe... Oh, Tragic Poet can get back my Ascension, but I don't think I have the creatures to, like, turn it on anytime soon. I think I'm just gonna grab a second Guide of Souls, and then hope that we draw, like, a cat collector or something. No attacks. The Witherbloom Charm to draw 2 cards. Deep Cavern Bat. Okay, that's going to take a Guide of Souls, which is fine. We do have the second one. And I can probably kill that eventually. They attack. I will just take this one. Alright, they draw. Third Ignoble. Alright, what do we got? Knights. That's pretty good. Alright, we will Guide of Souls. We will Knights. And I will attack Grist. She goes down to 3. Third Deep Cavern Bat. They've drawn, like, multiple copies of many of their cards. Or seen them. The third Deep Cavern Bat. The third Ignoble. They have all 4 Inquisitions in. They hit half their Terminates. Yeah, they attack for 4 in the air. That's quite strong. I draw Castle Ardenvale. Alright, we'll play that. Attack Grist again. They block with a bat. Suppose Castle does lock down Galissa. They make a dude with Grist. They would just hit no lands on, like, any of the things that they're doing. Play the Dread Knights. Attack with that guy. Sure. I will make a dude. Go to 8. Another knight. Okay. That's fine. They have no flying blockers. So Grist is dead this turn. We'll play the knight. Go to 10. We will attack Grist. And do I want to put the counters on Guide of Souls? Or just put them on a knight? I think the knight would be better with counters. I'll say yes. Put them here. Alright, so Grist just fully dies. It's entirely likely that they have a second one in hand. They land. There's a second Grist. We knew that. They make yet another bug. Do we attack? We do. Okay. Okay, so hopefully we draw a creature here. Case. Case is okay as well. So I will case. I will make a guy. That gives me the energy to turn on another creature. This can just block Grist. Or kill Grist. This can also just kill Grist. I think I'll make a second one. Attack Grist. Yes. Because I would like to kill the bat as well. Is why I'm holding this one back. Alright, second Grist down. They're finally hitting lands. We attack with a 6/5 Mosswood Dreadnought. Oh, this has trample. Okay, I see. I'm just gonna take the 6. Alright, my go. We draw Cat Collector. Alright, finally. So this... Oh, it still doesn't turn on case yet. That's a shame. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it does now. I can eat the food. Okay. So now we get rolling. Alright, so I will gain 4 life, eat the food, 7 life. I don't have the energy yet. Oh, I will just get in with Starfield Shepherd. Start, like, chipping them down. Alright, the case is solved, so we can... we have 6 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just cast all of the creatures from the graveyard. Witherbloom Charm, draw 2. Deep Cavern to hit nothing. Attack with just the Dread Knight again, that's fine. Blockers, do I have just 5 tokens to throw away? I do. Alright, so I will take 1. They get to draw a card and replay that guy. But I'm also going to have quite the turn next turn, so... Yep, draw a card. Draw another card, okay. I think that's all they can do right now. No, oh, yep, they have the mana. I forgot these had mana. That card's pretty good. Alright, so play the Dread Knight and then pass back. What do we get? Plains, okay. Don't love a Plains, but I guess it's fine. I'm going to crack my... Do I crack my case or do I attack first? Because if I can, like, attack with Cat Collector, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I'll just get the dudes. So, Halia first, Guide of Souls, Kami. So now we're drawing cards with Halia as well. How are we attacking here? Maybe we just send in the 5s? Yeah, I'll make it bigger. Yeah, I'll make them both bigger, why not? 8 for 14? Alright, they block 1 with a bat, so they take 6. I'll draw my card. Tragic Poke gets back the case, that's good. They play their second Dread Knight. No issues there. What are we attacking with? Alright, 6/5 Dread Knight. I'll take 6, no problem. I'm at 17, I'll go to 11. They pass, cool. What do we get? Second Cat Collector, that's very good for me. Alright, so I gain a ton of life, up to 21. Play my Tragic Poet, up to 24. And we will continue swinging with the big boys. And I think I'll make an additional big boy. Maybe out of Halia? Yeah, okay, they scoop it up there. Alright, we don't really have anything to, like, move around in this matchup. We could, like, try to hit our lands. And I guess doing that's a little bit better than Curious. But I think that's all we're gonna do. Alright, game 2. Hopefully we're not, like, on the mulligan to 1 again. Okay, this hand is incredible. We'll go ahead and keep that. We're also, like, just very resistant to Inquisition. Yeah, like, what are you gonna take? 1 Guide of Souls? Sure. I have case of my favorite card. I take Unwanted Remake, which is interesting. I will just Plains case. They... What is this, a bat? No, they draw a card with their guy. I'll play Castle, and then what? I don't think we just jammed 2 Guide of Souls, right? That doesn't seem right. Because they could have, like... Pyroclasm. But if they don't, and they only have 1 removal spell, then I'll be able to Cat Collector next turn. I'll play both Guide of Souls. That's fine. So hopefully this turn they just spend their 3 mana to play, like, a threat. And they do. Or Sign Monstrosity. Yeah, that's completely whatever. So I will be able to turn my Cat Collector on this turn. Or turn my case on this turn. And we draw an additional case for next turn. Alright, gain a bunch of life. I will attack with 1 Guide of Souls. Hit you for 3. Solve my case. They attack with Ursine. I am just gonna take 6. This does not matter to me, even a little bit. Alright, if I draw a land here, I get to have a great time. I don't. Okay, I still get to have a pretty good time. I will case. I will warp. What is this? Terminate Cat Collector? No, terminate Guide of Souls. That was not the correct choice. I will gain 3, and then I will gain 3, and then I will gain 3, and I will go to combat, attack, say yes, hit you for 3. I will also solve my case. Alright, they go to combat, mill, assassin's trophy, attack for 7. 32 minus 7 is greater than 0, so I will say that's fine. Go to 25, and they just pass, which is so good. Another knight. Okay, so I can warp Starfield Shepherd. They're probably gonna kill my Guide of Souls again, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not too sad about it. I will gain 2 and then gain 2. And then Starfield finds it Plains. Plains lets me warp out Night Luminary. I will gain 2 and I will gain 2. Then I will go to combat and attack for 6. Alright, they play Witherbloom Charm to get rid of a case, which is fine. Like, they're quite dead. Yeah, that's fine. This has to attack every turn, which is very funny. Yeah, I'll take 7. I'll go back to 26. And then kill you in half. I'm going to crack my case because I have 2 Guide of Souls in the graveyard. And they scoop it up. Alright. I mean, I was going to attack for lethal anyway, but I wanted to, just, like, play around. You know, whatever. Alrighty, round 2 with our mono-white energy. I don't know what we're calling this yet. I've been calling it the collection because of Cat Collector. Playing against Black Viper, who's usually on some sort of fair adjacent deck. This hand is good. I'll keep this. Probably won't Halia turn 1, just because I know Viper likes to play a little slower. What do they have? Alaris Companion. Ooh. So you remember when I said they like to play slower? Favorite Hoplite. Yeah, they're on some heroic deck. What are we gonna do here? So if I don't take this right now, I run the risk of them having like a protection spell, so I'm just gonna get rid of that. Alright, they're on 10th District Legionnaire. Okay. So this is looking like exactly just like the Pioneer heroic deck. Which means they might have Reckless Rage for the Guide of Souls that I'm about to put into play. Ooh, never mind. Case of the Uneaten Feast. Yes, I will pay. Okay, so with Case, we can Plains, Case, and then Warp. I think I still find a Guide of Souls, just because that's like the best card in the deck. I mean, Kami could also be good here, but I'm just gonna, yeah. We are here to play Guide of Souls. Alright, Shepherd goes away. Alright, they Monstrous Rage. I have the feeling that I'm going to take approximately 18 points of damage this turn. We'll see what they end up with, though. Like, if they have something to give this double strike, that's, like, super game over. Homestead Courage, put 2 counters on it. So I'm hoping for no Assault Strobe, because that is fully lethal if they have that. No, it's not. Because it'll add 1 counter, take them to 9, and double strike is 18. Alright, they don't have the Assault Strobe. Yeah, I will take 8 here. Not happy about it, but better than several alternatives. I get a knight. Yes, I will pay. Play my land. Okay, how do we want to do this? I think it has to... No, it doesn't have to start with... Okay. We know the objective. So, Guide of Souls first. Gain a life. Warp Halia. Gain 2 life. 3 life. I'm thinking he's got a Reckless Rage here. If he's, like, holding back. No Reckless Rage. Okay. Yield to that, yield to that. And then we warp in a Knight, which is an additional 6 life. So I'm above 20, which is a pretty good spot against the Heroic deck. Now what are we doing? Is this where we have a removal spell? It is. They did have it. That's fine. Okay, so Guide of Souls down. 21, which I assume is enough to survive with, like, no blocks. Alright, I will draw my card. These guys warp. And my case is solved. Draw land, that's fine. Defiant Strike is also fine. I mean, I can't really do anything about anything that he's got going on right now, so... Ancestral Anger for 1. And just attacking like that, that's fine. I will take 11. Go to 10. Tragic Poet. That could get back my case. Play land. So I 1, 2, 3 play Halia. 1 play Tragic Poet. Halia gains 2, Tragic Poet gains 2, which turns on Halia. But that also only puts me to 14. The other option is to Knight, which gains 2, 3. Cat Collector gains 1, 2, 3. There's not a lot of winning here, is there? I think that we will go for the line that draws us a card at the end of it. Because I need, like, 1 more land. Here's Tragic Poet. I'll probably just end up throwing Tragic Poet away. Like, to block. It does have trample, but it's another life, essentially. Alright, draw my card. What do we get? Guide of Souls is good. So if we get another turn... oh, that's bad. Okay, so Reckless Rage kills Halia. Sure. Monstrous Rage adds 1, 2, 3 to 13. Still not dead yet. I think I have to block with both here. Because he could play, like, a Defiant Strike or something. Okay, he didn't have anything. That's pretty good. We're at 3. What now? Ascension. Interesting. 1. Huh. I have 5 mana. 1, 2, 3. So if I Guide of Souls and Cat Collector, I just lose to the trample. I think I have to do this. And he's gonna have, like, a protection from white spell. And if he does, then we just lose, but if he doesn't, the creature goes away. Alright, so he did have the protection spell. We'll see if he knows enough to click the white mana symbol. He does. Okay, so that is the game. Alright, so I will be bringing in the removal spells. Thalia might be okay here. What are we taking out? We will take out Curious. We will take out a Judge's Familiar. And I don't... Alright, we don't need to bring in Thalia. So we'll just put in a little more removal. Maybe not get so hasty on playing out the Static Prison. Alright, guess I'll play first. This hand, case into Ascension and a Cat Collector, maybe. That seems okay. Alright, so I will play my Case of the Uneaten Feast. They play Favorite Hoplites. I will bounce it with Airbender Ascension. Second Plains is good. Alright, that goes away. So do they replay it here? Yes, they do. Okay. That's fine. I will Field of Ruin and Cat Collector. Get a couple counters on my Ascension. Gain a couple life. So yield, yield, yield. And I get a food. They play Swift Spear. And Monstrous Rage on the Hoplites. That's fine. So the Hoplite's gonna be pretty big. Alright, Hoplite's a 5, that's fine. There's like no way we attack with the Swift Spear, right? I'm just gonna... Well, do I block it? No. This is more important. Yeah, they got the planes for a spell anyway, so... Okay, so we'll see what they attack with. Alright, they attack with both, so they do have a spell. I will block Swift Spear with my cat, take 5. Alright, what are we doing now? Ooh, Case is good. Case is very good. Play Case. Play Judge's Familiar. And I don't have the mana to play Tragic Poet to turn on my Ascension this turn, but that's okay. Oh wait, yes I do. I get my cat token. Haha! I think I attack for 3. Just because I'm going to be bouncing it anyway. Alright, so I bounce my Cat Collector, get a food and 2 more life. Their turn, they play a land. Defiant Strike on the Trampler. That's fine. They go to attack with everybody. I'm going to put my cat in front of Swift Spear just to save a little life. Alright, they Defiant Strike for another couple damage. Oh, they Monstrous Rage the Swift Spear. That's unfortunate for me. So I'll be taking 6, 13, go to 10. So I have to Static Prison this turn. I think my best draw here is probably a Starfield Shepherd. I mean, honestly, anything with Warp is pretty good. Second Static Prison's not. I'll play him anyway, though. Alright, looks like they do have a protection spell. Or not. Second Static Prison on there. We do a little attacking. End step, bounce this. Get my triggers. Back up to 14. They're on their 5th land. That's quite a few for their deck. They play 10th District. No, they kill my cat. That's unfortunate. And they God's Willing their own dude. That's fine. They're out of cards. They can pay for Reckless Rage, unfortunately. So Cat Collector down. And then they will hit me for 4. I will take 4, go to 10. Draw Castle Ardenvale. Okay. I think I'll pay for both of these right now. Play my castle. Do I? Oh, I haven't gained 5 life yet. That's truly tragic. Speaking of tragic, here's a poet. And then I think I just eat a food to gain the 5. Then I have to do my stuff next turn. I'll attack with a cat. That's fine. He's probably gonna like lure us next turn. I'll bounce here. Just gain my other 2. Alright, so these are turned on, so next turn I can play Cat Collector and Homestead Courage. I don't know, start making cats, I guess. This is gonna be real big. Oh, I have to sacrifice a static present and get it back with Tragic Poet next turn, because this has way too many counters on it. So that's going to be the line. We're going to Cat Collector and then sack for that. And then they will have a, give them back Swiftspear. This doesn't have Trample. So, Judge's Familiar, get in there. Yeah, and they put Laris in the hand. Alright, my go. Another land, that's great. This one, yes, I will pay for. This one, I will not. I play Castle. I Tragic Poet to get this back. I Case to get Cat Collector. I get my Tragic Poet. And then, do I get the Judge's Familiar, or do I want to just Static Prison now? Let's see. I think, yeah, I'm just gonna Static Prison. Because, like, the counters are really what kills me. And then I will Ascension my Cat Collector just to get another food. We're back to 21, by the way. They play Laris. No attacks. Go to mine. You can have your Fabled guy. I will play Guide of Souls. Actually, I need to get rid of this frickin' Field of Ruin first. That Kolos mana is really just not doing it for me right now. Alright, I will Guide of Souls. We gain the life. We make the cat. We gain more life. Now what? Do I just Tragic Poet back my Case? Play it. No attacks. Airbend, Cat Collector. Make another food. No attacks there, just because I want to ensure that I have the energy to maintain at least one static prison. It's not like we're falling behind at all. This is pretty good. So I will warp Starfield Shepherd, trigger up. This will get me a Speaker of the Heavens so I can start attacking them. Then I'll just make a cat into a 3/3 and attack, take him to 8. End step, I will solve my case and warp out my Starfield Shepherd. Starfield Shepherd will find me... What do I need? Guide of Souls? I don't really need anything at this point, but now it's just a matter of dealing 8 damage to my opponent. Eat a food at their end step, go to 42, say yes to this, land, guide. Alright, so there's all of our triggers. Sure, I'll make a 4/4. Go to combat, attack with all of my flyers. Say yes. Say yes. And that's lethal. Okay, this hand has a couple lands and a case, so that is keepable enough for me. Opponent doesn't play anything, which is super ideal. They probably have the 2-drop in hand. So I will play with Case. I have the Unwanted Remake for their 2-drop. Probably take a couple hits from the 2-drop. What is it? There's no way. I have not seen a pathway in this format in ever. That's incredible. I love that so much. Alright, they attack for 2 with this guy. I'm just going to play a couple creatures. Or I'm just going to play one creature and a case. This card is $4.20, by the way. They play Defiant Strike. Guy gets bigger. That's fine. Draw your card. Reckless Rage. Okay. I'll counter it. show you. Alright, they get in for 5, I go to 15. I draw Guide of Souls. That's alright. We'll play it. Thank you for wasting your Reckless Rage on a Judge's Familiar. And then here's Speaker of the Heavens. Is that my 5 life as well? I think it is. It is. Alright, so these are turned on. A Reckless Rage, Guide of Souls, that's fine. Don't super care. Attack for 5. At the moment. Might be bigger. 5 goes through, and then they play Dread Horde Arcanist. That's fine. I don't particularly care about that. I get a castle. What do I want to do? I think I will just Knight, Warp, and then hold up Unwanted Remake. Knight goes away. They play Monstrous Rage, that's fine. Then they attack. Probably with both, right? Yeah. Reckless Rage is probably going to kill my speaker. That's okay. Well, no, this deals the damage. Okay. So I can't even get rid of that if I wanted to. Does this let you play it for free? It does. Yeah, no blocks. If he's got the God's Willing, then he's got it. He does not. So I will take, instead of 11, 1 damage. And there's an Illuminator Virtuoso. That's fine. I draw a Knight. So do I case and then Speaker, Guide of Souls, Kami? That sounds about right. The alternative is Knight Kami. And I would rather have my Guide of Souls out when I play Knight. So we'll play Guide. We'll play Speaker. And yeah, we'll play Kami. Do that over the Judge's Familiar just because, like, this is a full turn that we buy. They attack. Didn't do the Homestead Courage then, which is interesting. What does Reckless Rage target? Oh, Monstrous Rage, sure. Yeah, you can connive. Opponent also only has 1 minute 30 left on their clock. They've been playing kind of slow. So that is also a win condition now. Yeah, nothing, no blockers. Are you playing another spell? Brother, I have a Kami on board. Wow, okay. Well, that was free. Alright, so we sacrificed Kami and saved like 1,000 damage. I go to my turn. Starfield Shepherd. That means I get to do my thing. I will warp. Get a Plains. Could get Tragic Poet too. No, I'll just get the Plains. And I will do this. This will gain me the life I need to turn Speaker of the Heavens on. Defiant Strike, sure. Alright, I'm at 27, so I can make a 4/4 Angel. That puts me to 29 and 31. I have 7 of energies, so I can attack. Yes. Hit you for 3. Lightning Helix, Guide of Souls, sure. Attacks with everything. Target Lightning Helix. Lightning Helix hits Speaker of the Heavens. Sure. I will block here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sure. Okay, Field of Ruin. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I could just case and get back 4 dudes. Or I can Starfield Shepherd and get my Tragic Poet, which I think would be the better line if my opponent weren't about to lose to time. Yeah, no attacks. Homestead Courage on there. 5. I'll throw everything in front of there. 4, 7, 10. Is there a world where... No, there isn't. Okay. We'll just put everything in front of it. They have 3 seconds left. God's willing, protection from white. And then I win the game. Alright, so a little bit of slow playing there got me there, but I think I would have had that anyway. Just because like I can get back my whole board on the next turn. Alright, round 3, we're playing against Hadel. Don't know what they're doing today. But we'll see if this supremely fair deck can stand a chance to beat them. Alright, so I will start with the best play in the format. Play-ins in the case. I love this card so much. It like doesn't do anything, but it also does everything. Oh, cookbook. They are yeah. Alright. So they're on some food nonsense. Which is definitely something. I'm going to play a plains. I think I might just Airbender some. No, not Airbender. I'm going to Guide of Souls. And then I'm going to Static Prison your cookbook. Because I don't want you making enough food every turn. Obsessive Pursuit. Okay, I see what we're doing. That is going to die to some curious farm animals, but it was a good try. So I will play farm animals. I will destroy your Obsessive Pursuit, which is definitely something. And attack with Guide of Souls. Put you to 18. Ooh, I solved my case. They cycle Street Wraith. They play an Asmo. Get another cookbook, and then they'll probably play the cookbook. Make a second food. Are we just killing my Guide of Souls right now? That seems like probably objectively the correct thing to be doing. Okay. There's a knight. Alright. We will Airbend Asmo. And then we will Warp Halia. Wish I could have drawn a card, but the opponent has chosen violence over luxury. Alright. No card draw. You get to have a turn. I wonder if you can just put Asmo into play. I don't actually know how airbending works. They also might not know. Okay. So you can just put it into play. And then you get a third cookbook, which means I can release my Static Prison. This thing's gonna be so hard to deal with, by the way. It's just like infinite kill spells on everything. I mean, I will keep it around just for now. Let's see. I can turn on my Ascension this turn. That's something. Alright, Ascension gets 3 counters. And a 4th. I'm at 30, by the way. 31, I'll be at 33 end of turn. Oh, he's definitely gonna... You can do this at instant speed. Yeah, so he's gonna kill whatever I target. So we'll put Warp on first, and then try and hit that. He's gonna kill it. He didn't kill it, that's crazy. Girl, you insane. Cycles of Street Wraith. Opponents at 12. I have not attacked them a single time. Obsessive Pursuit. This doesn't give him trample, does it? No, it gives him lifelink. So I can block with my 1/1s for the rest of time. You do that. I will just sacrifice it so that you can't attack. Alright, so they put a Gargadon into Suspend. They kill their thing. I don't really care about this Gargadon, because that also doesn't have trample. Yeah, put your counters on it. That's fine. What, 6? Yeah. No blocks. You can have your cookbook, unfortunately. Okay, so what do I do here? I can either Halia and hope it survives, even though it won't. I can Field of Ruin to get rid of this colorless source, which sets up a case for next turn. And then case gets me these guys. Or just Knight. Knight is like buying the most amount of time, so I think we'll just do that. Alright, so I get my triggers, and I will just be passing, I believe. Ascension, you have to kill this. Like, yeah. Alright, so we got some life. Opponent is doing the unfair pursuit things. They're at 9. Marionette Apprentice, wow. They can do a lot of damage this turn. So they make 3 food, and then they can like sacrifice everything. Make one of their flyers huge, and lifelinking. Maybe it was correct to set up for a case next turn. That is fine. They are killing my guy. Also fine. Sacrificing a bunch of stuff. Faithless looting. Sure. I'm at 30. This has 5 counters left. They attack with all their stuff. A flyer becomes a 6/6. I will block. Asmo takes 6. They gain 6. Or take 8. Speak of the heavens. Well, I think we're still just going to be setting up to do this case. And like, Speak of the Heavens isn't going to do anything, but because it's just going to die to Asmo. We needed to hit a removal spell and we just didn't. Or we did, but I'd spent it on the wrong thing. If he gets rid of this with the Gargadon, that's going to be really upsetting. Alright, they didn't, but that was an option that they could have done. So I play Speaker. Then I will attempt to bounce my Speaker, but that will be cut short by Asmo. Man, you know what's really good is Suppression Field. Like everything in this deck is an activated ability. Alright, they're gonna make some food. Flashback looting. I assume they bring the Gargadon out and get rid of all the food. Sacking lands to Gargadon. I don't know what that means. Alright, so yeah, sack a bunch of artifacts, make a dude huge. Interesting that they kept 2 food. Alright, attacks with everyone. That goes on there to make it another 6, so I take 12 in the air at minimum. 13, 14. 14's a lot. What do we get? Starfield Shepherd. Alright, so that's not going to do anything, and I will go to sideboarding. In the sideboard, we have 3 Suppression Field, 2 Unwanted Remake, 2 Curious Farm Animals. Honestly, I could probably also bring in the Soul Guide Lanterns, just to like hit the food stuff. That might be worth doing. Taking out Speaker of the Heavens, Judge's Familiar. That's 4, 5. 2 more cards. What's bad here? Honestly, Cat Collector is going to be like really hard to get online. And I'll take out a Static Prison just because they're hard to keep around. Bring those in, try it like that. I will go first. I mean, this is like a good hand. Suppose we can keep it. We can Cat Collector eventually, maybe. Start with Guide of Souls. Alright, they Hatchery into Soul Guide Lantern? Sure. I don't actually use my graveyard that much. Ooh, we hit the plains. Alright, I will knight and attack. Second hatchery, they're going to be taking a ton of damage. Apprentice, sure. I am going to start my collection. Get the cats going. Then I think we'll turn a soldier into a flyer. And just really put on the pressure with their double Eumidian hatchery. Obsessive Pursuit, sure. I don't really care about that. Plus I can Curious it away. We'll play Curious, get all my triggers. I could sacrifice and get rid of Obsessive Pursuit just to like make it so they can get lifelink on a guy. The other consideration was to just like knight and try and get the beats going. But I think attacking for 6 in the air twice should be close enough to enough. They go to 3, back to 4. Yeah, I got nothing for this turn. Alright, and they didn't have enough to get through there, so that's fine. I will just resubmit, and hopefully we draw a suppression field. That card's pretty good. Alright, so this hand has a case. It's got a Starfield Shepherd and Luminaries. It's okay. They go to 6. I think I would rather try to play this than to dig for a suppression field. Like, if we hit it, we hit it. It's very likely a mistake. This is more of an aggro hand than a reactive hand, and being on the draw, I think I do need a reactive hand in this matchup. Oh, they Inquisition me! I hope they make a mistake and click on Cat Collector. No, they didn't. They read all my cards. Well, that's a shame. Unwanted Remake, alright. So I can, like, kill an Asmo if it comes down. I'll probably Starfield Shepherd for a Plains next turn. Looting. Soul Guide Lantern. Sure. I would rather they Soul Guide Lantern than apply pressure. Alright, I find a Plains. And we pass. Their turn, they play a Swamp. And what was that? Oh, Deadly Dispute. Sure. And they Pursuit, which is fine. Do I get farm animals? No. I do get a case, though. That's not bad. So I'll case and then just Shepherd again for my 4th Plains. They're going to be able to, like, try and draw a few cards. But I'm okay with that. They have to spend 2 mana, and 2 is a lot of mana right now. They draw. And a cookbook. Sure. I will Plains. Do I just Cat Collector and then hold up Unwanted Remake? I get my cat and say go. You get another clue, go to 17. They loot. Pitch Inquisition and Street Wraith. So they don't have an Asmo. They have Harsh Mentor instead. Do I activate abilities? Not particularly. I don't think I care. Do I care about that? I need to look and see if I care about that. It hits this. It hits this. It hits nothing else? Sure. You can keep that. That one's all yours. I draw Plains. I think I'm going to Starfield Shepherd and grab, like, Guide of Souls. Or maybe a Curious. Because Curious gets rid of, like, the only thing that they have going on right now. That seems better, actually. Oh no, I'll take 2 damage. No attacks yet. Alright, they get their clue. And then what? They make a food, sacrifice smallpox, or discard smallpox. They play Asmo. Get another cookbook. Are we discarding the last card in hand? No, they draw. Alright, well, Asmo's dying. As is Obsessive Pursuit, I believe. Sure. Do I care? No. Alright, go to mine. Second Curious. Excellent. So, Unwanted. And then I Luminary Curious. We will do this now, actually. Yeah, I take 2, I gain 3. Your thing dies. I warp. I think I've solved as well. And now we attack for 3. That goes away. Yes, we've solved. And I can do exactly that again next turn. Make a food. Oh, throw away Detective's Phoenix. That's a good one. Inquisition takes Curious. That's fine. If I really wanted to, I could play it again with my case. Alright, they put a Detective's Phoenix on their Manifest token, so it is a 4/4 Flying Haste. And another Cookbook, that's fine. No attacks. Sure. There's my Unwanted Remake. I'm just going to Starfield Shepherd. And then, like, Guide of Souls. I kind of want to gain a little more life. 29 is not enough. So, like, what happens if I don't hold up this Unwanted Remake? They play Asmo, kill, just Cat Collector? Guide of Souls it is. And then we'll pass. Alright, they draw a card. They cycle. They tap some mana, draw another card. And then do nothing? Are we attacking? Probably not. No attacks. That's good. Second Cat Collector, that's sick, actually. Alright, now we get to go a little bit crazy. Whole bunch of triggers. Make my tokens go to 36 life. I have 3 mana left, so I can warp this. Go to 40. And then Guide of Souls will make a cat large. I'll say yes on the cat. And if they want to trade their manifest with any of this, that is acceptable. Sure. They go to 5. And I warp that out. I'm at 40. I don't think they can do anything. Like, with up to 5 mana just being completely real, I don't think there's a single thing they can do, aside from, like, a board wipe. And I don't think they're playing any board wipes. They play Pursuit. They're down to 3. They suspend a Greater Gargadon. Make a food. So they're going to try to play Gargadon and make it big. And then I'm going to Unwanted Remake it. No, okay, they sacrifice the food instead. Alright, remove a time counter. That's fine, you can do that. This is going after whatever has lifelink. Oh, they got a bug. And the reason they have to do this is because I have duper lethal next turn. So they really just need to bank on me not having a 1 mana interaction spell. Yep. It goes away. They choose not to manifest red. So yeah, they have nothing more they can do, and I'm going to present 6 damage in flyers next turn. So that is the game. Alright. Round 3 with mono white energy. Playing against Toad. Don't know what they're on. Let's see. This hand is bad. If I was on the draw, I would consider keeping it just because I have like 3 1-drops. But I cannot consider on the play. Oh, this hand's significantly better. Okay, so depending on what we throw away here, like, it's going to be matchup dependent. So, since this is a Toad deck, I think that we can get rid of Judge's Familiar, and Kami's going to be more valuable. How, like, correct is that? We'll see. That's fine. Bye-bye, Judge's Familiar. It is time to guide my souls. Alright, going over to them. Sunken Hollow. So I was incorrect on my choice of card to throw back, but that's fine. I will Starfield Shepherd. Since I drew the plains, do I get a second Guide of Souls? Probably, right? Then we just like go aggro. Alright, back over to them. River of Tears. So I assume that there's like a counterspell or something. I will play Guide of Souls, because I can pay for like a quench effect. And then I'll play this guy, which is getting countered by the looks. No, it's getting repealed. Oh, that's different. Okay, that's fine. So I will not be attacking for 3 this turn. Choked Estuary. Did they show me a land? They did. What is 3 black? What could that possibly be? March of Wretched Sorrow. Okay. Toad is being a little aggressive. Alright, I will case. I will guide. I will Kami. This could have been a Judge's Familiar. And then I will attack for 3. Alright, if I get like languished here, I'm going to crash the fuck out. Let's try. Oh my god! Alright, that's fine. Toad is so prepared. I can't even handle how prepared they are. I have a Cat Collector. And then next turn, I can throw away my case to get a bunch of creatures back. Psychic Frog, okay. Well, hopefully they tap 3 lands so I can Static Prison it. They did not. Plains. Static Prison. Counter? Countering is very okay here. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, I haven't gained life! Oh no, I'm bad at the game! Do I get punished if I attack with my Cat Collector here? Yes, they discard 2 cards. I will not do that. Oh, God, I always think my case is on when it just isn't. Oh, they have Squee too. That's tragic for me. This thing's gonna grow 1 larger every turn. How can I outpace that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now they're the Monarch. This is going poorly. Sure, draw a card. What do I get? A Plains? So nothing? I will Starfield Shepherd, because that is a creature with flying. Notoriously good against the initiative and monarch mechanics. What do we get? Tragic Poet lets me get back this. I mean, I did put it in here to be able to grab, so I guess I'm not going to laugh at my own machinations. They get a Squee. Shepherd down. It's fine. They're still not like presenting a threat yet. This will be a threat in like 4 turns. They make the frog fly, attack for 3. They kill my Cat Collector. That's so rude. I did get another one. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Make a food, make a cat. Eat a food, solve my case. Attack you for 2 and become the monarch? It is my turn to wear the crown. I've solved my case, and I will draw my card. Ascension's very good here, because I get to get rid of the counters on the frog. 1, 2, 3, 4. Waterlogged teachings. Okay. Is this for another March? What do you grab here? Dark Blast. That's so aggressive. Yep. So they Dark Blast my cat, they dredge it back, and then they Dark Blast my cat. I take 4, which isn't actually like a big deal, because I'm at 33. They draw 2 cards, neither of which are a Dark Blast. I lied. They drew a Dark Blast. Okay, well they are tapped out, so this frog is going away. You leave. Then, what do I get out of my graveyard? Guide of Souls, Kami, and then Tragic Poet? Is that what I want? Guide of Souls, Kami, Tragic Poet. Yeah, that lets me turn on Ascension as well. Okay, that's good. Guide of Souls. Guide of Souls. It also lets one of my cats fly. 1, 2. Kami. Tragic Poet. Back up to 35. I have also ascended. I'll attack with a cat. Say yes. Say yes. Make it a 5. Hit them for 5, take them to 7, and I take the Monarchy. Go to my end step. I will bounce Kami, I guess. Draw Starfield Shepherd, quite good. Toad thought they could outvalue me with the Monarchy. Master of Death. They get it back. And they scoop up game 1. Alrighty. Let's see, what do we bring in this matchup? Probably Unwanted Remake, just because he's doing like the counter thing on the frog. Maybe Thalia? Thalia's gonna be better on the play than on the draw. What do I not want? Curious and probably Speaker. And then the rest of it's just fine. Yeah, I'll bring in Thalia's on the play. And then we'll just put the unwanteds in for now. Okay, 1 land, but hear me out. 5 1-mana cards. I don't think this is good. Let's see. What happens when I go to 6 and get, like, nothing? I have slightly less than a 50% chance to draw any second land. So in 3 turns... Screw it, we'll keep it. Show no fear, aside from the minute 30 that I spent deliberating that. Swamp. Inquisition? Well, I get to hear about their Lord and Savior Kozilek. Probably takes Guide of Souls, just because, like, yeah. Alright, we drew the land. Never didn't have it. No fear. Play Guide of Souls, pass turn. They go tap land into Second Inquisition. Dreams of Steel and Oil. That takes just Cat Collector? That's a shame, I needed that. I am glad I didn't mulligan, though, because, like, that's devastating on the mull. Alright, back to me. It's not the best draw, but it's fine. Attack with Guide of Souls. Takes them down to 19. Their turn, they play a swamp and do nothing, so they're holding up counters. Unfortunately for them, I also have nothing. So I attack and pass. What is this? Repeal? No, I needed that. Alright, their turn has a Psychic Frog. They've played a swamp. So I can remake that. Or I could just Static Prison it, because I think Static Prison's gonna have a better... Or Unwanted Remake's gonna have a better time later in the game. And I drew a cat collector for next turn, so if they try to, like, play a monarchy guy, alright, they do nothing, so I can't play cat collector. I will continue also doing little to nothing. There's a plains. I attack. They kill this? This is probably a march. No, it's Waterlogged Teachings. Sure. What do we reveal? We reveal Dig Through Time. Without a second blue source. It's fine. Everything's fine. Third Unwanted Remake. Fourth attack with Guide of Souls. They consider. They Inquisition my cat collector again. Alright, I'm just going to recast Static Prison. And then warp a knight. If it gets countered, it gets countered. It did. Well, we'll take him to 15. No, they drew the blue source. Now they can dig through time. Alright, I will attack. Then I will play Guide of Souls. Is this another loose focus? Brah. That's fine. Okay, you got my Guide of Souls. Alright, they do nothing. I have a case. And then I attack. They're gonna get their frog back next turn. Which is just a shame. If only I had 3 1-mana removal spells to do something about that. Alright, they are digging through time. Alright, they Dark Blast my guide, so they're going to do that a second time. Guide goes away. I probably should have remade it. But, you know, that's fine. Whatever. Oh, zombie infestation. Okay, I see what's happening here. Judge's Familiar? Sure. Cheeky little Judge's Familiar? They have 1 squee in graveyard. I will remake your frog. And then pass turn. They make zombie. Oh god, that's so bad for me. Okay. Yeah, they have 3 of the dudes now. So I don't think that we can win anymore. They're gonna have so many zombies, and I spent 6 turns doing nothing. Yep. So you get your squeeze. Do you get the master as well? Yes. So they're just on zombie o'clock. I'm going to remake my owl. Put the case down, I guess. They attack. I will trade my mystery card for yours. I'm just doing that because the only card in my deck that lets me flip that is Airbender Ascension, which thankfully we did not draw right there. That would have been really embarrassing. Alright, I drew a Starfield Shepherd. I get to play it. What do I get? Tragic Poet? Tragic Poet seems alright. I haven't solved my case yet, which is like the worst part. But it is what it is. I probably should have grabbed a Plains, honestly, so that I could recast my Shepherd next turn. They make their other zombie. And now they're just in, like, card advantage heaven. Yeah, I'll remake. Because I don't think... Ooh. I don't think that the remakes are getting any better at this point. I won't be blocking, though. Because this is actually a creature that can turn over. So, best draw right now is... Cat Collector, maybe? They play Master of Death. That is... rude. Feels like a flex, not gonna lie. What is this card? Creeping Tar Pits. Alright, what do we get? Knights. Turn over. Warp Knights. Yield to that, yield to that. So we gain a bit of life. No attacks. We warp that away. They make another zombie. Honestly, all things considered, I'm not doing I'm not doing that bad. Like, yes, they're attacking for 9, but I have avenues to victory. Like actual victory, not just like waiting a couple turns. Psychic Frog is annoying. There's a Plains, so I can Starfield Shepherd. I will probably grab a Plains with this one just to like get a bunch of... I intend to crack my case at some point. So I would like to get a bunch of these creatures out of my graveyard. Alright, they counter up on the frog. Twice. What are we doing now? Are we just recasting Master? No, 0 point Ballad. That kills everything. Well, there goes my plan of getting all my stuff back. Yeah, Frog draws a card. They have a Swamp in hand. I will play a Plains. I will Warp Starfield Shepherd. They make a zombie. They make 2 zombie. I just grab another Plains, and then I'll play Knight. Gain a little life. Keep kicking the can down the road. Alright, they go to attack. Attack with everyone. That's fine. I will take 9. I'll take, what, 13 if they want to discard all our cards. They don't. Okay. Psychic Frog draws. Go to mine. Land. Starfield Shepherd. I'll grab Kami, I guess. Play Kami. Does it get countered? No. They make another zombie. They make 2 zombie. I'll play Judge's Familiar. And pass. They get Squee and Master back. They 0 point Ballad. So I will prevent all damage. And I guess counter it. So that gets rid of my token. They don't attack. I'll play another Judge's Familiar. Not great. I don't think I have a way to turn my case on with like 1 card in 1 turn. I mean, I could draw Cat Collector. That would actually just fully turn it on. But the likelihood of that happening is pretty low. Opponent's at 3 somehow. So if they attack with Psychic Frog, they just die. Alright, they saw the line of not attacking with Psychic Frog. I will take 12. What do I draw? Airbender Ascension. Sure. What do we get rid of? Frog? And then I attack for 3? Oh my god, we did it. That's incredible. Okay. Wow. Right on. Good games. Alright. Well, we went undefeated with Cat Collector Pile, Ascension Collection. I don't know what, we still don't know what we're calling this deck. But wow, that was something. The meta for today was really, really fair. We had like the zombie infestation, we had the Asmo food deck. There was like allies and heroic and control. There wasn't very much Tide or Nadu or anything really unfair today. So I do think that we got some pretty good like matchups that really helped lead to our success today. But how was the deck? I think it was very good. I think Case of the Uneaten Feast is... This is just one of my favorite cards in the format. I've played it in a ton of different builds of decks over the years, from like Amalia to like Guide of Souls, Soul Sister type stuff. And it's never disappointed. Like, this card is just so strong because like they can't do anything about it. Are you really going to point like a removal spell at a 1-mana enchantment? That's insane. But it gains like 45 life over the game and gives you a second use of your field. Yeah, I'm quite happy with Case of the Uneaten Feast. I think this card is nuts. Guide of Souls and Cat Collector. I think that both of these cards are quite strong, especially in conjunction. Cat Collector is, honestly, I don't know if it's as strong as I initially read it to be, but I think that, and then every time I play it, I win. So like, I guess it's just like finding the chance to play it is the thing. It's also like really scary because they can see the Soul Sister effects come down before the Cat Collector does. So most people clock that this is the threat that they need to deal with. So I guess it has merit there, if nowhere else. Airbender Ascension was crazy good. This card, I think, is very much the real deal, especially in a deck like this that can take advantage of every part of it. Like, even when I didn't have like anything good to blink, like if I'm just blinking like a Kami, it's still gaining life. Yeah, being able to use it as a removal spell on top of just like that late game engine is very strong. The warp creatures as well in tandem with the Ascension, I was very, very pleased with. I think that Value Vintage is a format that you need to have the capacity to cheat mana costs. And I think that this does it pretty well. I wouldn't mind seeing what a red-white version of this deck would look like that plays like some of the good warp cards. Like, as good as Starfield Shepherd is, I do think that there's a lot better warp options than the 9 that I'm playing here. I would probably still keep the Shepherd, but Halia isn't worth her price, and Knight, I know that there are better cards in other colors that might suit the strategy a little better. The Judge's Familiars were unnecessary today, but I do think that they are necessary in the deck, and I do think the deck is significantly better when this card is bad. So I am okay with this being a lackluster inclusion today. The toolbox was good. Kami was strong in like the times where it needed to be, so was Curious Farm Animals. Speaker of the Heavens wasn't necessary at all. This probably could have been a different, like another slot, maybe another Soul Sister or something. But like, really had no problem ending a game in like time. So I don't think that this is absolutely essential. The Tragic Poet plan worked, I guess. I think I only did the thing like once or twice, but that's better than 0 times. I do think that this card would be better as a Lurrus instead, but that would probably be for a different iteration of the deck that has a slightly different like cost breakdown. I'm glad we didn't have to sideboard at all, like really, because that means we were running into good matchups the whole time. So yeah, I have no problems with any of our sideboarding that happened or the composition of the board at all today. But the deck was a lot of fun. There's I'm sure it's absolute hell to play in paper, like keeping track of everything that you've, like, have I gained life this turn? How much life am I gaining every time a knight comes down? Do I need to keep putting counters on my Ascension after it goes to 4? Like, this deck's probably significantly harder to play in paper. But it was a lot of fun, and if you are looking for something a little different that has like that grind potential, I would definitely recommend checking this out. But that's all we got for today. Until the next one, see ya!